results, so we see the percentages here. Got quite a bit properly. 34%. You could throw it at Daniel. Only 1% threw it at Mushroom, because why would you throw it at Mushroom? You intervened and scared the cougar off, 56%, or you let Daniel kill the cougar, 40%. I think, as we had already discussed, but this confirms it, of course. The dog dies. The berry Mushroom, or if you don't intervene, I believe the cougar runs off with Mushroom and you don't get his body. So 50, it was pretty close though. I still can't get over Mushroom's death, but I guess we will have to. Thirdly, you prayed together with Claire and Daniel, 89%. 6% refused to pray with Claire and Daniel. 2% had Claire praying alone. And 3% had no one pray. Here's a really close one. You confessed to Stephen about Daniel's power, 49%, and 51% pretended you didn't know anything. So that's interesting. I don't know how much that would have changed, just being more honest with them, I guess, at the end, because they did surprise me, the grandparents. They were caring and loving at the end, and, they didn't call the police. So I think we would have been fine if we would have told them. I was really close to telling it as well, but you helped with extra chores, 79%, 21% didn't give a thought. You told Daniel he did the right thing when he saved Chris, 74%, and me, you reminded Daniel of the rules after he saved Chris, 26%. So that's interesting. I knew I would be in the minority there, and I was still kind of second guessing because I was afraid of exactly what almost happened, or what could have happened. Thankfully, Daniel saved Chris at the end there, and I'm assuming Chris can't die. But maybe I'm wrong. I guess we'll find out here. But see, me telling Daniel to only use his power, to be really, really careful with it and with the rules, I was afraid of something like this, where somebody would be in danger like a Chris, and he wouldn't use his power. So that's why I was sitting there, I was thinking, oh my god, I just got Chris killed because But, I guess it didn't. Thankfully, he did the right thing there. Daniel did. 44% used Steven's laptop to log into your profile, and 56% didn't use Steven's laptop. Okay. So I was a little bit snoopy there, and I decided, what, the hell with it. 27% used the phone to call Lila. 64% didn't use the phone, and I'm assuming that is because they didn't even see the phone. Most people probably just end up going to the door, leaving the house, going over to see Daniel. The phone was kind of out of the way. You have to kind of walk around the house for it to trigger. I bet a lot of people wish they could have. Oh, what is that? You couldn't talk to Lila and lied to her mother. You couldn't talk to Lila and told the truth to her mother. Oh, okay. So you couldn't talk to Lila and lie to her mother. That's interesting. I'm glad we talked to Lila, though. Actually, Lila's probably the person I'd like to see most at this point in the story. But yeah, I think a lot of people would have liked to talk to Lila, they just missed it. You gained Chris's trust and got him to open up about his father, 17%. You gained Chris's trust and didn't ask him about his father, 5%. You didn't gain Chris's trust, 78. Damn, that sucks. I really would like to learn more about Chris and his father, because there's obviously a lot of issues going on there. You told Daniel to stop lying to Chris about his power, 46%. You chose to protect Daniel's secret and told him to be careful. So, a very close one there, but we was in the majority. You listened to Cassidy's song until the end, 44%. You didn't listen to Cassidy's song until the end, 56%. So again, close. I'm actually surprised it's even that close. I would have imagined most people wouldn't listen at all. Or very little, of course. You drew a spaceship for Chris, 36. You drew zombies for Chris, 17. You didn't draw for Chris, 47. Because probably a lot of people don't draw. I'm really trying to kind of take everything in, and these drawings are kind of like Max's photography too, so it's kind of cool in that way. You bought a Christmas present for Daniel, 5%. You stole a Christmas present for Daniel, 35%. You found several Christmas presents for Daniel, 11%. Okay. You had to get him a present either way. So I got him a yo-yo. Stole it. You had an honest conversation with Charles about his problems, 10%. You didn't get involved in Chris's problems, 90%. I would have liked to have an honest conversation with him as well. Damn it. I really am tempted to go back and play some of this, but now I can't play this episode because the dog dies and I can't go through that trauma again. You let Daniel use his power to help Steven, and he wasn't hurt, 83%. You chose to pull Steven out together and injured his leg, 17%. Wow. That sucks. I should have helped him, huh? Oh well, he just hurt his leg. The cop chased you. Oh wow! The cop chased you and Chris was hit by a car, 41%. The cop chased you and Chris wasn't hit by a car, 39%. The cop didn't chase you and Chris helped you escape. Holy shit. So Chris can get hit by a car? And 41% of people had Chris hit by a car, and I didn't. Really? How did that come to be? You would just imagine that because we told Chris, because we didn't tell Chris he didn't have that power, I would have assumed that's what got him killed. So, are you saying that if we would have told Chris that he didn't have the power, he would have gotten killed? Wow. I'm so glad Chris was alright. I mean, God. Freaking 9-year-old Chris getting hit by a freaking cop car when it's all of our doing anyway? Holy shit. Daniel continues to swear, 41%. Daniel did not continue to swear, 59%. I actually wish I would have switched that around. I wanted to play the Savage playthrough here. Daniel won the dice game without cheating, 31%. Daniel won the dice game while cheating, 41%. Daniel lost the dice game, 28%. Daniel didn't kill the cougar. Daniel killed the cougar. Daniel was not able to bury mushroom. Daniel was able to. Pretty close there. Daniel agreed to pray. Daniel refused to pray. Daniel tidied the room. Daniel didn't want to tidy the room. Daniel wasn't asked to help with the chores. Daniel obeyed and told Chris the truth about his power. Daniel was told to tell the truth, but he continued lying to Chris. Daniel wasn't asked to tell the truth to Chris. Overall, Daniel was encouraged to use his power, 42%. Overall, Daniel was repressed from using his power, 58%. Oh, okay. I see. So that's probably why we was able to get Chris saved there, because Daniel was encouraged to use his power. Daniel didn't have to save Chris, 20%. Daniel used his power to save Chris from the car, 39%. Daniel didn't use his power to save Chris from the car, 41%. Daniel blamed himself for Chris's accident, 9%. Daniel didn't blame anyone since Chris was fine. Man, people are going to be changing their playthroughs in terms of Chris. Holy crap. Which you shouldn't do. You should always go with your first playthrough, but what can you say? Daniel enjoyed his early Christmas present. Daniel was too upset to enjoy his presents. Interesting.
So, this is it?
Yeah.
It looks like a nettle field. And it stinks.
Yeah. And your stinky feet will cover the smell.
Shut up. They don't.
Come on. I'll show you around.
Yep, I know he's going to be with Cassidy. Alrighty, that's the end. Hope you guys enjoyed. This was a very traumatic episode, but I enjoyed it nonetheless, so. Alrighty, guys. Take it easy.